Hi everyone and welcome to this update of Keflavik International Airport. Today we've got a morning update, so that means that most Icelandair and Play aircraft have just arrived in from North America and are about to head out to Europe. And also one thing before we start this update, you can see that we don't have any ground markings. That's just simply because I have recently rebuilt my Keflavik terminal. And that's the terminal that you're going to be seeing in this video. So, starting off this update, we have this Bombardier Q400 of Icelandair. Now I know it's in the livery of Flybe, but we use this one as the Icelandair Q400, just simply because the Icelandair recently bought a new Q400, and they bought that one from the deceased Flybe, and so this one has just arrived in from Narsarsuaq in Greenland and is about to be heading out to Vagar in the Faroe Islands. Next up we have this Icelandair Boeing 757 freighter. This one has just arrived in from JFK and is getting the cargo offloaded before heading out to Liège in Belgium. And finally, here for the hard stands, we have this Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX 8. It's coming here on a refueling stop from Halifax, and it's just going to be heading out to Dublin in about a half an hour. And starting off at the terminal, we can find this Boeing 737 MAX 9 of Icelandair that has just arrived in from New York Liberty International Airport, and is getting the bags offloaded and before it heads out to Zurich later today. And next up we have this Airbus A321LR of Icelandair that's just going to be heading out to London Gatwick after having arrived in from Seattle about 2 hours ago. Over here we have this Wizz Air Airbus A320-200 that's currently just arrived in from Milan, Malpensa. It's getting the cleaners on board before turning around and heading back out there. Moving on from that, we have this Airbus A321LR of Icelandair that is just arrived in from Vancouver and is going to be staying the night before heading out to Orlando tomorrow. Next up here, we have the only widebody of the update. Even though it isn't supposed to be a widebody. No, this Airbus A330-200 of Air Greenland is kind of representing a Dash 8 Q200 from Air Greenland, which has just arrived in from Nuuk and is going to be heading back out there. And over here we have this Play Airlines Airbus A321neo. Now I know it's a WOW Air Airbus A321neo. But I always use this one as a Play. And this one has just arrived in from New York Stewart International Airport. Things are slowly picking up. As you can see, we only have one baggage truck currently taking the baggage. But it's going to be heading out to Billund in Denmark in a few hours. Next up, we have this Icelandair Boeing 737 MAX 9. Which arrived from Boston about 2 hours ago and is getting the last pieces of luggage loaded on before it is going to be heading out to London Heathrow. And finally for this update we have this Icelandair Boeing 737 MAX 8 which has just arrived in from Pittsburgh and is yet to have the jetway connected, and it's going to be turned around before heading out to Bergen in Norway. And that concludes this update of Keflavik International Airport. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you again in another Icelandic aviation video.